Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is this eBay off-brand coilover shock. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I was running that little sleeve, and these are like $40 for the set. They're super cheap. So if you have the money, try to do something a little better. Now this is like the next up from this. So it's still not that good, but I had to run it because with these my shocks were blown out and it was just a really bouncy ride. So I'm going to install these right now, stiffen up the spring, and then give them the height that I need. I'll see you guys when the wheel is off. Alright guys, I got the wheel off. First thing you're going to want to do is take off these two on the end, right there, and right there. What that's going to do is release that whole top hat, and then you're going to want to come down here, and there's that little 14 right there. Once you have that taken off, it's really simple, and you just put the shock right back in. See, these ones, the problem was that these are out, so the only adjustment that these have is right there, which is the right height. You can't adjust how stiff you want the spring or anything else, so it's just right height. But with blown out shocks, it's obviously not going to do anything but make it more bouncy, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I got these two bolts off, these little nuts. There you go, got those nuts off, and now I'm working on this guy. Now one thing you should know about this one is you do have to take it all the way out, because there is a little notch or groove that's in the back of this shock. It's right on the back side where the bolt goes through, and it's meant to go through and hold it as it clamps. So now that this is out, it should just pop right out. Just like that. If it will go. There we go. And now with this whole setup out, now here's that notch I was showing you. Right there. That is where the bolt will go through. So it'll sit like that. And now, for this one. Now, they do come with this little bracket, which is actually for the brakes, but I don't need that, so I will be removing that. Alright, here's the new shock. I have the bracket off, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. You will see that this one, it has the groove, however, it is too small for the Civics. So they do come with this little sleeve right here that slips right on over it. And with that over it, it really snugs it up really nice. And then it'll allow that to clamp, but it does not have a groove in it, so that bolt will go in a little tougher, but it still does go in. And now that that's in, or on I should say, I gotta put this through the holes. And there you go. Sleeve in, right there. And you just gotta wiggle it around a little bit. But it does go in. As you can see, it's got a little more. It's only because I don't have both hands. And I gotta push it up and bolt the top up, and then I gotta do the ride height. And then I will be tightening up that spring a little more because I don't want this thing bouncing and destroying my tires. Which they already have started making a groove, if you could see all of that. And I'll show you guys when it's all bolted up. Alright guys, she's all tightened up. I got this bottom bolt tightened, that's a 14. I got these tightened up with these little tools that it actually comes with. And if you guys don't know how to use these, what you do is you put one on the bottom, like so, and then you put one on the top. And then that'll give you a nice tight. It'll actually hold it and tighten it all at the same time. So now that this is all done, I won't be showing you guys the backs because it's if anything, easier because you have a little more room in the suspension, a little more play to work with. And yeah, let me show it to you guys a little bit. This is what it's going to look like in the end, just like a normal shock. I already went ahead and tightened up the spring tension the way I wanted it. I pretty much just maxed it out without going too much because you don't want to strip the threads if you don't want to lay it on the very last thread. And what I ended up doing was I have this measuring tape. So the first passenger side is already done. It took quite some time, I'm going to be honest, because I had to lower the car with the wheel on, take it off, jack it up, do all that over again to find the right height that I wanted. And after I did, I went ahead and measured it. Now you can see right here that that's my measurement right there, just under 2 1/4, and that's what I found looked best on this. At least that's where I wanted it. So here's one last look. It's technically just like a stock shock, just blue, and it's got a couple of adjustments. Alright guys, with that being said, that will be the end of this video. I do have a couple more parts that is going to be coming in, and I think it's going to transform the way that this car looks. So if you guys were interested in that and you want to see it, stay tuned, and see you on the next one.